Hey guys, it's Trinity with the Crown and Castle Collective. This video is going to be a really short video about chakras and chakra healing. So what we're going to look at is what chakra do you need to focus at most, and what can you do to possibly work through the blockages that you're experiencing and how to heal through it, and maybe identify what some of those blockages are. So this is a general reading, so if it does not resonate with you and if you don't resonate with me as a reader, that's okay. Just click off. You aren't going to hurt my feelings any. I did just have my wisdom teeth removed, so I am in a little bit of discomfort, and I may be just talking funny or talking slowly, and that would be why. So this is a general reading, like I said, and I will provide the timestamps below, so if you just want to skip through the shuffling and go to the selection, that's okay. So without further ado, I will begin. And I also do have an Instagram page where I post daily general energies, daily general readings. So if you want to go ahead and follow that as well, I'll provide the handle in the description below. Alright, so the first cards that we're going to choose from are just going to help identify the chakras, and then I'm just going to intuitively choose the decks of which to work upon from this first card. So I do have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So just intuitively pick, go with your gut, whatever number or whatever timestamp calls to you, just go ahead and go to that one. Alright, we'll start with pile number 1. So pile number 1, your chakra is, so we have number 11, embrace, and we see a darker red color. So this is going to be more towards your root and your sacral chakra. So your root is really what grounds you and allows you to feel like you're fully present in your moment, you're fully here, and you understand why you're here. So this number 11 too, I see as maybe someone who may not be as confident in their spiritual reasoning as to why they are here. And we also have embrace, so you may be just craving a little bit of affection and a little bit of loving, and there's nothing wrong with that. Alright, so I'm gonna go with this deck. The first question I'm going to ask is, what may be blocking you in your lower chakras, your sacral and your root chakra? I'm seeing more of a root here because it is a little bit more of a red. You know, this is kind of like a little bit of a lost as to why am I here? What is my purpose in this lifetime? And a card fell out. So what may be blocking you or making you experience this kind of lost and ungrounded feeling? We have number 5, the Hierophant. So this card is also about, I see it as someone who hasn't always done the right thing. So maybe some past decisions that you have made from not in the highest state of good or the highest mindset have allowed you to kind of feel shaky. Like maybe guilt. You will feel guilt a little bit more in your lower chakras as well. And the Hierophant is also some, like, I see almost kind of like the High Priestess too. This is more of like traditional dogmas. So you may be questioning as far as spirituality and religion, and you may be asking yourself a little bit more, where do you stand in those kinds of belief in your own purpose as well? So what can you do to work through these blockages? This kind of unknowing and displaced energy. So the Ace of Cups fell out. I'm going to pull a few more. What can you do to work through this blockage in your lower chakras? The Five of Pentacles. Pull one more from this deck. What can you do to work through this blockage? And the Eight of Pentacles. So with maybe the whole of not knowing exactly your whole reasoning of this lifetime, where you stand spiritually. So we have the Ace of Cups. So this is a complete renewal and a complete understanding coming to you of spiritual knowledge. So maybe just start to look into different spiritualities, different texts, different things that call to you and like fulfill you emotionally. Also, maybe look into like spiritual animals. Maybe find something that resonates with you, and even in that kind of sense, like animal totems and just animals that you can like envision yourself as, and why. What traits does that animal have and express that you express within yourself, and just kind of get on that more of a knowing level with that. But the Ace of Cups is also just about fulfillment and reaching that new knowledge and that new fulfillment within yourself spiritually. Kind of like how, we'll just move on. So the Five of Pentacles, what you can do to overcome this blockage. The Five of Pentacles actually shows someone sitting outside of a church, kind of down on their knees, kind of begging for mercy almost. So I'm reading this Five of Pentacles along with this Eight of Pentacles. Someone who's working through a struggle. And I feel like whatever struggles and dishonesties you're facing within yourself or with others in relationships, or even just your relationship with your spirituality, with God, working through it and finding something to like really ground you physically, doing something that like actually requires work from you, will help you feel more refreshed almost, and give you like a different kind of perspective on it. So group number one, yes, facing blockages in the lower chakras, perhaps with your spirituality and your reasoning of being here, because you may be going through struggles as far as religion and just spirituality. But also you may be a little bit more into your emotions right now and being more up in your head. And so you're not as focused as the lower chakras, being grounded and being more firm in reality instead of all up in your head. So I think you kind of need to find that middle ground of how to connect your mind and your body, your higher and your lowers, by actually investing your thoughts and manifesting them into a way. So also with this Five of Pentacles and with this number 5 major arcana, the Hierophant, I feel like don't be afraid either to ask for help or to talk with others who may be more experienced or have knowledge of religious practices. And I mean, you don't have to like completely invest in it. Just ask questions. Don't be afraid to invoke your own reasoning, invoke your own beliefs, and just really do something that is able to manifest more into your life instead of just being more aloof. Alright, so if that resonated, group number 1, please leave a like, a comment, or subscribe. Don't forget I do have an Instagram channel where I do post daily energies and daily readings, so if you want to go ahead and follow that. We'll start with group number 2. Alright, group number 2, your chakra is... So you did have the exact chakra show up. So this is your crown, and no, I'm sorry, not your crown, your third eye chakra. Number 26, insight. So what is blocking your crown? Why do I keep saying crown? Your third eye chakra, group number 2. What is blocking your third eye? Group number 2, what blockages are you having in your third eye? So we have the Two of Cups. I'm going to pull just a clarifier card for the Two of Cups. What is blocking your third eye with this Two of Cups situation? Whew. Sorry, a bunch of cards spilled everywhere. What blockage is in your third eye? Okay, so group number 2, you may be having blockages in this third eye area and result from either a relationship with yourself or with someone else. You may feel like you are struggling through that, and maybe you don't have clarity of where the situation is going. If this is not in regards to a relationship with someone else, this could be your relationship with yourself. You may be struggling with self-image as well, because the Two of Cups is not only about our relationship with others. This is about even just with ourselves, our masculine and our feminine traits as well. Just really struggling through that, kind of feeling like maybe you weren't as good as you used to be, or that you're not progressing in the ways that you would like to envision yourself. So what can group number 2 do to overcome these blockages? What can group number 2 do to overcome these blockages? Okay, so group number 2, what you can do to overcome these blockages, we have the Queen of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. So this Queen of Wands, really, this energy is fire, on fire, so hot. The Queen of Wands really steps into her own personal energy, his or hers. This is just a feminine card, a female in this card. So they really step into their own energy, and like they know that they're smoking hot in their own ways, and they really don't take any shit either. And not taking shit from other people means not taking shit from yourself. Don't allow yourself to give yourself bad energy, because as soon as you start handicapping your own self and your own mind, you start blocking your own higher potential, your own chakra, essentially. So really just know your worth, know what makes you you and your passions, because that's what allows us to express who we are, is when we step into Queen of Wands and really fully express our passions and what drives us in life. So also what you can do, this Seven of Wands, this is kind of like a sneaky card, and usually it's about deception, but I see this as someone who's gaining more knowledge about themselves, and also kind of exploring a different side of themselves, something that they've kind of kept guarded even from their own self. I would even recommend taking up like writing, journaling, like even just short poems. I mean, you don't have to like really use a diary, but even just drawing, reading. And I feel like reading also really activates this third eye chakra because, you know, when you read something, you interpret it, but you also envision it. So I feel like with this Queen of Wands and this Seven of Swords is someone who's really able to take in information and then manifest it. So if you're wanting to change yourself, you know, learn how to make that change. Learn how to do that for the better, you know, take that information and go on with it and make something of it. And then we also have this Seven of Wands. This is someone who sticks up for themselves. You know, and if someone else in a relationship, not always romantic, just could be work, family, if they have you feeling like you're less than, you know what, don't take no shit. Be this Queen of Wands, don't take no shit. Escape that situation. Go somewhere sacred, like your room, your house, your apartment, and really just stand up for yourself. And be like, you know what? I'm going to change myself for me, not just because someone else thinks that I'm not good enough. Yeah, so I hope that resonated with you, group number 2. If it did, please leave a like, a comment, subscribe. I also do have a Instagram page, so if you want to go and follow that, I do daily postings of like daily energies. All right, so group number 3, your chakra is, we have number 43, innocence. So I see this as a little bit more of a crown chakra, along with a little bit more of, you may be having upper and lowers. So I'll take this more as a crown reference because it is a little bit more of a purple maroon. So what may be the cause of a blockage here for you, group number 3? Oof. We have temperance. So I see this definitely as, like I said, a lower and a higher kind of mixed up. The temperance is all about balance. So you may be needing to balance your lowers and your highers. I'm going to get another card for this blockage. The Hierophant. And the Hierophant too is also about balancing and the give and take. And this is also about doing things for integrity as well. Are you acting with your lower chakras? Are you manifesting in the ways that are beneficial for your higher self and the higher intentions? So what can group number 3 do to help with these blockages? Alright, this is going to be quick before the video runs out. Alright, so we have 21, the World, 0, the Fool, and the 4 of Swords. So I feel like with engaging your higher and your lower, you may be needing to just have more of an understanding of your placement in the world and what you're really here to do, to go out and do with the Fool. And just not letting the actions of the people around you affect which way you want to go in life. Also with this Four of Wands, I see rest and meditation. You may be needing to rest because you could be very anxious and you could be very drawn out energetically as well, which can make you feel like all over the place, really. Especially with the world, there could be a lot of stuff going on around you, and you just may need to take that break away and just go take a rest, really. Go take a vacation. Go out on a whim. I mean, you could be so dedicated to other people and other situations that you aren't really taking time for yourself to do what you want to do. I'm seeing that with the Hierophant, the Wheel, the Fool, and the Four of Swords. So also with the Crown, you could be just definitely trying to figure out really that soul purpose too as well with the world, trying to find your placement in the world, what you're here to do. And I just really see someone that is needing to meditate and go within and really find that purpose within themselves, and to really balance that within themselves of what they want to accomplish and what they feel they are here to do, and really how to figure out to manifest that. Alright, so that was kind of short and sweet. If that resonated for you, group number 3, please give me a like, a comment, or subscribe. I also do have an Instagram page where I post daily energies and daily readings, so if you want to go ahead and follow that. Yeah, so I hope that resonated with everyone. I'm sorry I am a little bit off with my wisdom teeth being pulled, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time.